Well, there is only one piece of advice I can give you, said the wisest of wise men. The secret of happiness is to see all the marvels of the world and never to forget the drops of oil on the spoon. Hi guys, I am back again, and today we are gonna read a paragraph from my favorite book of all time, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Hey guys, welcome to A World Within. I am your host Bipin Koirala, and let's get right on to the content. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I am pretty sure a lot of you have already read this book, and even if you haven't read it, I'm sure you've heard it. It's one of the most popular books in the whole world, and honestly, it's my favorite book of all time. I read this book almost at least once or twice a year, and every time I read this book, I think I learn something new about myself, new about my spiritual journey, and I understand something new about the book itself, right? So, on that regard, I actually stumbled upon this paragraph randomly, right before when I was just turning the pages, and I really wanted to share this with you guys, and hopefully I'll give you some context and how it's applicable in our own spiritual journeys and how it's applicable within our lives in general, right? And here's the paragraph again for those of you that might have forgotten it. Well, there is only one piece of advice I can give you, said the wisest of wise men. The secret of happiness is to see all the marvels of the world and never to forget the drops of oil on the spoon. Let me give you a quick context, right? In the context of the story, at least the immediate story. So, pretty much the idea is our main character meets this wise man that he thinks he needs to meet in order to go further in his journey, right? And one of the things that this wise man does is he tells him to take a spoon with oil in it and go walk around the market and come back to him, right? And our main character does that. He takes the spoonful of oil and walks around the market and comes back successfully without spilling the oil. And the main character is very happy that he successfully did this. However, the wise man tells him, wait, when you were walking around, did you see all the things that were in your path? Did you see the beautiful people over there, the beautiful landscape, or whatever it was that you passed? Were you noticing it? And our character goes, well, I was focusing on bringing this spoonful of oil here, right? Successfully. And so now the wise man tells him, well, I want you to try it again. Go ahead and do the same thing, walk around, and then come back to me. A second time, our main character comes back, and then the wise man asks him what things he saw on his path, right? The wise man asks him if he was able to notice all the different beautiful things in the path as he walked around. And our main character says, yes, that was something that I focused on this time, because last time I wasn't able to notice. But now the wise man asks him, well, what happened to the oil on the spoon though? And our main character looks at the spoon and he's like, oh wow, I spilled all the oil that was on the spoon. So that's kind of what leads us to this point of the paragraph, where basically he tells him, well, that's the main idea though. You need to be looking around and appreciating and enjoying your environment, but you should also focus on your main goal, which in this case was to get the spoonful of oil back to the wise man, right? And so it is pretty self-explanatory, right? Once you read this in the context of the story, but for us in our lives as well, in our spiritual journeys or whatever else it is, whatever it is that we are trying to achieve, one thing that we have to make sure is that we have to stay focused on our goal, right? But the second part of the story, where the wise man tells him to go back again and observe the nature and the beauty that he missed when he was only focused on his goal, I think what the author is trying to tell us is, yes, your goals and focusing on them are important, but in that journey towards achieving your goal, you have to try and appreciate everything that comes on the way. You have to appreciate the journey that you take to getting to that place of successfully completing your task or successfully reaching your goal, right? Because if you don't take the time to enjoy where you are during the journey, then by the time you get to your destination, you would have probably seen that you've missed so much of your life because you were only focused on this one goal. So that's the context and the application to what that paragraph is. At least that's what I believe, right? That's in my viewpoint. But for me, this paragraph right here has been pretty essential, right? Usually it's very hard for me to do this because either I'm very focused on the goal and I'm spending 100% of my energy towards that goal, or I am focused on just having fun and enjoying the time in front of me, right? And it gets hard sometimes to find out the balance between what percentage of my energy I need to give into focusing on my goal and what percentage of energy I need to put towards just being in the moment, enjoying the journey towards my goal, right? And that struggle, I think all of us are gonna always have it, right? Because I don't think we can ever find like a perfect balance, because whoever is gonna find that perfect, like 47% in goal and 53% for personal life. No, we're not going to be able to find it. But I think throughout our life we're going to have to adjust and then prioritize one thing over the other based on what is necessary for that moment in time, right? Like sometimes, yes, if you have a project deadline the next day, you're gonna probably have to focus 100% of your energy towards your goal. But let's say you have some more leeway, then you can divide that attention, divide that focus into your day-to-day or into your goal, right? So I think there's a balance that all of us can strike if we are truly consciously trying to achieve this, trying to move towards the goals we have for ourselves while also enjoying the journey there, right? So that is it for me for today. I hope you guys liked that video. Please share this video if you think anybody else would like this video and find some value in it as well. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will be right back with another video, but till then, have a great day and namaste.